Hello, friends. Hello, welcome to the Shaman's View. Welcome to the Shaman's View today. We have a fire ceremony we're going to be doing together, a global fire ceremony with shamans from 140 countries joining us today. The fire ceremony is humanity's most ancient ceremony. There was a time when the world was lit only by fire. And it was around the fire that the stories were told. The fire kept the dark at bay. The fire protected us and brought us light. And the fire ceremony is used for personal healing, which is what we'll be doing today, as well as for the healing of the earth and all of her creatures. We're going to begin our ceremony with an invocation calling on the four directions. And this is a ceremony that you're going to do, and you're going to join me at home. So I invite you to hold a candle, have a candle, and also a stick, very small stick that you can place in the fire, where we're going to shed our history, to shed the past that we inherited, the past of humanity, the violence, the greed, that we can open up to a healthy future together. Thank you for joining us. I see that we have lots of friends signing in from different parts of the world. Great to have you on board. Fantastic. Louisiana, Toronto, Romania, Kathleen, thank you. Thank you for joining us today. So join me as we call on the four directions in heaven and earth. To the winds of the south, great serpent, mother of the waters, we call on you. Come and teach us to shed the past the way you shed your skin. Come and teach us to have our soft underbelly on the belly of our mother, Mother Earth. Be with us, Mother. Come, wrap your coils of light around us. Aho! To the winds of the west, Mother, Sister, Jaguar, we call on you. Come, dance around our medicine circle today. Teach us your lessons of fearlessness in these times of fear. Be with us. Teach us your ways of courage, and teach us the ways beyond death into infinity. Aho! And to the winds of the north, hummingbird, grandmothers and grandfathers, ancient ones, guardians and keepers of this land, all of the ancestors, the luminous ones of the past and of the future. We call on you to be with us in this ceremony and be with us in these times of the great change that is coming upon the earth. Hummingbird, teach us your ways of drinking only from the nectar of life. Be with us. Aho! To the winds of the east, the place of the rising sun, eagle, condor, we call on you, Mother. Fly high above us, circle our medicine, circle our ceremony. Open our eyes that we can see with your vision, and teach us to spread our own wings, that we may always fly wing to wing with the Great Spirit. Aho! Mother Earth, Great Mother, Pachamama, we call on you, Mother. Thank you, Mother. We know that you are the Mother that has never left us, that wants us to be well. We thank you, Mother, for all of the blessings you bring to us and to all our relations, the stone people, the plant people, the creepy crawlies, the winged, the furred, the fin, the ones that fly through the air, the ones that burrow deep beneath the earth, all our relations. Aho! And to the sky, Father Sky, Inti Taita, Father Sun, we thank you, Father, for all of the light and the beauty that you bring to us, and to all the luminous ones, all of the Incas, the Buddhas, the enlightened beings that work with us, all of our teachers and guides that have stepped outside of time. We call on you. We thank you. And to the sacred mountains, all the mountains of the earth, the spirit of the Apus, the sacred mountains that hold the wisdom and the power. We thank you. And Great Spirit, creator of all, you who are known by 1,000 names, and you are the unnameable one. We thank you for bringing us together today in ceremony for our healing and the healing of Mother Earth. Aho. So if you have a candle and you have some toothpicks, I'd like to invite you to take one of your toothpicks, and we're going to begin with our personal shedding, our personal healing. Shedding all of that history of humanity that we inherited through our DNA and that we inherited through our karma and our families and our reincarnations. The history of scarcity and of greed and of judgment and of violence and of anger. However it is that that manifests for you. You may want to pick an incident or a person that you need to heal with, or a part of yourself that you're ready to shed and to let go, and blow it into that toothpick. Blow it onto a piece of paper that you roll up really finely. Remember that this is humanity's most ancient ceremony. We learned how to use fire 800,000 years ago, but we only learned how to make fire 300,000 years ago. We had a vast stretch of time when we could use fire, but we did not know how to make it. And the keeper of the fire, the keeping of the fire, was the most important job in the village. Today, of course, the fire ceremonies have been incorporated in a very minute form in our religions. We light candles to the saints, and we light candles to the Buddha and to the Christ. But it's the fire that transforms us, the fire that transforms dense energy into beauty and into love. Blow into that stick, whatever it is that you need to heal for yourself. However it is that you need to forgive yourself and to give thanks for the lessons, no matter how difficult they were. And when you've done that, hold it to your candle. Hold the fire to your candle and sense how these energies are being transformed, transmuted, released by the fire. What the fire does is that it unblocks the healing. It allows you to transform these ancient energies that we carry inside of us. That to the shaman really is the nightmare of history. The nightmare of history that continues to live in us and through us. The shamans in the Amazon refer to these as the generational curses. The curses that are handed down from one generation to the next. Release it to the fire. Let it go. Let the fire burn it away. Transform anything that you are in need of healing right now. Anything you're ready to release and let go. And now with the next stick, with your next toothpick or piece of paper, I'd like you to blow into it all of the pain and the suffering that humanity has experienced. All of the violence and the war, all of the greed that has gotten us into this trouble with our mother, with Mother Earth. All of the darkest of human history. I'd like you to blow into that. The Inquisition, the Crusades, the torture, the way that we've been killed and tortured in our past lives, the ways that we've hurt others in our past and in this life, all of that. Blow it into that stick, releasing that darkness, releasing that heaviness that lives in our hearts and in our souls. This is the collective. This is no longer your personal pain or your personal wounding, but that collective wounding of humanity, the way the feminine has been abused and wounded by our history and by humanity, by the masculine. Blow that into that stick. The sex trade that is still so active today, the enslaving of people, whether it be in the name of conquest or of capitalism, the enslaving of the heart and of the soul. And when you're ready, hold it to the fire once again. This is that collective history of humanity, that we may wake up from this nightmare of history to be able to dream a new dream together. Allow that to burn in the fire. Of course, this is a symbolic gesture, but this sets in motion the energies and the intentionality to transform the way that this history lives within each one of us. And we need to do that so that we can dream a new dream together in the world. Releasing all of that past that has haunted us and that continues to haunt us today in the form of leaders that are egocentric, in the form of business models that are predatory and destroy the earth, the ways that we have internalized all of those beliefs and how they live within us. And now I'd like you to pass your hand through the flames and bring that transformed energy to your forehead. To your third eye, that your vision may open. Pass your hands through the fire once again and bring it to your heart, that it may awaken your heart of compassion and of beauty and of joy, that your life may become heart-driven, heartful, to your heart, healing your heart and healing the heart of humanity. And passing your hand once again through the fire and bringing it to your belly, healing your belly, healing your instinct, your gut instinct. And awakening your ability to manifest. This is what resides in our belly. In the Andes, this is called the Yankai, the ability to create, the ability to manifest your dreams that comes from your hara, from your belly, from your second chakra. And from your heart, this is your munai, your love, which is the fuel and the inspiration to any new dream. And then the yachai, and your forehead, your wisdom, and your vision. These days of such great challenge in the world, many of us are doing fire ceremony daily. Today we coincided with that 3-day period of the full moon, and on the full moon, medicine men and women around the earth gather around the fire so that we can dream a new dream of a healed planet, of a planet where the rivers are clean, where humans live in peace with each other and with all creatures, where life is sustainable. Join us in the full moon and join us these days of such great transformation. Today, we're all worried about the crises that are happening in the world, the health crises, the economic crises. But it's important that we hold this within a larger context. And the larger context is the extinction event that humanity is going through. We're in the midst of an extinction event. This is the 5th great extinction event since the dawn of history. And this was man-made. During extinction events, remember that evolution goes from being incremental, step by step, to becoming quantum, to taking quantum leaps. evolution becomes quantum. We take gigantic leaps into who we are becoming. And these times that we're living is what the Andean medicine men and women describe as the Pachacuti. The Pachacuti is the turning the world right again, setting the world right. So at the end of this dark tunnel, there is light, and we're beginning to see it. And the light is the dawn of a new humanity and of a new human, of you and I. Let's take that quantum leap together. Remember, we're not just interested in surviving this crisis, but we're interested in becoming the agents of a new humanity. Just like in a competition, you're not just interested in getting to the finish line, but in winning. We want to win, which means that we want to become a model of that sustainable new human, that enlightened human, that in the Andes we call Homo Luminous. Thank you so much for joining me today. Do your fire ceremony. This is the most ancient ceremony, and your DNA will respond to it. This will bring peace to your heart and a new sense of vision and direction to your life. Join the shamans and medicine men and women around the world that are holding each other, humanity and the earth in ceremony, as you bring healing to yourself and to your loved ones. Thank you so much for joining me. Spread the good news. I'll see you next week.